Maurice, I think I'm right in saying that what was a mathematical possibility has become a mathematical certainty now, in that we're the Cowdenbeath are in the playoff. Is there any value to be attached to that certainty, if you understand where I'm coming from, at this stage in the season, in the sense that you know what's to come now, instead of having the uncertainty sort of hanging over the club?
No, because at the end of if you're top of the league or you're bottom of the league, you still approach the match in the same manner. What I didn't like today was how we approached the match, fair fighting, fair battle, from a competitive point of view. Football players, you can talk about football and touch and tactics all you like. If you didn't run, if you didn't compete, you're nothing. Nothing. And what we saw in the first half, and I cannot label that on my team ever, to be honest. That's the poorest we've been from that point of view. It's hard to play on that pitch, that's fine, but that's in technique and talent. But without that hard work and that gritty determination to say, I'm going to be doing my damnness for this football club to remain in this league. And this is all I'm looking for from now on. So
it did appear that, you know, every 50-50 ball, Cowdenbeath were losing out. Is that coming down to the lack of commitment, aggression, effort that you're sort of referring to there?
It's just will. If the ball bounces between me and you right now, I'm winning that ball. I'm not caring about you. I'm hurting you. That's what I need at this football club. That's what I need in these next 4 or 5 games, 6 games. That minimum. When the ball lands and we play. But without that, you can't play football. Not for me.
Cammy Bell had to come on to replace McDowell, just for the benefit of the Blue Brazil viewers. McDowell took a knock at some point, didn't he?
Yeah, you think he's at least 5, so
yeah.
That's the benefit, you know. Cammy's obviously disappointed, he's not been playing the last couple of weeks, but a week's a long time in football, so he came in did well. So this is the whole point of having a strong squad.
Well, he made a fairly decent save, albeit I think there was an offside decision given on the back of it, but fairly reactive save from Cammy Bell, showing that he was still as sharp as he's ever been.
No, listen, he trains really well. He's a good goalkeeper, and you know this is what we expect.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's very capable. His attitude's been spot on, and he gets back in and he secures us a very decent point, but on a kind of poor day.
Yeah, well, highlighted perhaps by Umberton's attempt, which was a decent strike following his goal last week against Forfar. So he's shaping up as a useful addition to the squad, Sammy Umberton.
Yeah, Sammy's a talent, you know, and I think the first couple of weeks when he came to the club, there's always that kind of settling-in period that you need to adhere to the kind of the way the manager wants to play in intensity. He's clearly a good footballer, but I think what he's understanding now is the intensity that we do things. And when he has that intensity in his game, then the rest takes care of itself. But it starts with the intensity part, and I think we had 1 or 2 today that weren't quite as intense as I like. Second half was better.
Yeah. How are you going to approach the remainder of the season?
Like I approach everything.
Yeah.
Head on. Dedicate ourselves to this cause. We're going to be as diligent as always are. It's about having a balance between keeping the players calm, but enough tension in the system to be calm, but still tension to say, hey, this is real. That's what we need, that balance. Either way, too much is typically negative. So it's having that balance on that we are aware of the situation, we are pragmatic in our approach. We will have full dossiers on the potential 3 teams that we're going to play. We've already had 2 trips up north, Scott was up as well, we've seen Bonnie Ridgeway a couple of times. So yeah, we'll be as prepared as we can be, and it's about who in that dressing room through there wants to be in my cup final team.
Well, you're absolutely right, it is a cup final for the players, and hopefully they'll all want to be in your team, Maurice. So,
yeah, and it will start with intensity and desire.
Yeah.
The football will take care of itself.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Right,
Thanks once
you.
again.
Cheers.
Thank you.